who took through 2 match points from being 3rd place in the qualifying for the whole week of racing that we've seen up until now. Lisa Cavall from France and Poland's Dominika Saviczka yet to clock a match point, so they need to win 3 matches. Got 48 seconds to the start, and we've got the 2 orange ozones. We've got the purple ozone of Nina Arcic, and we've also got Damasiewicz, and she is with the fly surfer. 25 seconds to go. Damasiewicz holding up on the right hand side towards the committee boat. That seems to be the favoured approach for Julia, and it worked really well for her off the start line. She was leading in the early stages of the race before it went wrong for her, but it looks like she's got the spot she wanted as they start. And it's Julia Damasiewicz starting next to the committee boat on the right hand side. It's a clear start, and it's Saviczka already threatening, going faster and putting Julia Damasiewicz under pressure. Well, that forced Julia to tack away to the right hand side. Further down we've got Nina Arcic with the purple at the bottom of the screen, and off to the right of her, or off to the left of her, is Cavall. On the right of your screen is the French rider Cavall. Julia Damasiewicz has managed to find some height and climb out the threatening situation that Saviczka put her in, but Saviczka sailing really, really well right now and looking like she's got a narrow lead and a narrow advantage.
Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting, the first tack that they're gonna have to go to the right side of the course. So let's see who is gonna start to having the tack, and look at Saviczka now leading in front, so she got some more speed, so she will tack, yes, go straight to the on port all the way through to the right side of the course now.
So all 4 riders now onto port tack, pretty much tack within a few seconds of each other. Saviczka still leading on the left hand side of your picture. Damasiewicz still very much in the running right now. Well, in fact, all of them are. There's not much between any of them, but Cavall has slipped back a little bit, so Cavall struggling to maintain. Arcic coming up on a higher line towards the other 2. Arcic with the purple kite starting to squash.
Squeezing to the mark. They're getting closer.
Will Arcic be able to exert that advantage? And we've seen her in these tight situations always come out ahead. Who's going to come out ahead this time? It looks like it might be Julia Damasiewicz with the orange, marginally getting around ahead of Arcic, but Arcic in a really good attacking position.
They are the 2-1 with the 2 match point. We have to remember that.
Right, so this could be whoever of these 2 that we're looking at right now. If they win this race, they will be through to the finals. So there is a lot riding on these jibes right now. Arcic on the attack. We've seen that Arcic could be really fast, and both these Polish riders, they will know each other's game extremely well. So they will probably know each other's strengths and weaknesses better than anyone. From what I've seen, from what little I've seen this week, I think Nina Arcic is a little bit faster downwind. I think she's one of the fastest downwind, and it looks like she is managing to get down over the front of Damasiewicz as we speak. But the thing is that Damasiewicz is still on the inside, but now she's losing it. So Arcic is going lower and the same speed, and that puts Arcic in the position of being able to jibe when she wants to.
And so Arcic is in the front now.
Arcic goes round in the lead. Damasiewicz, good rounding by her, followed by Cavall.
In Saviczka.
And then Saviczka yet to go round. So Saviczka just gone round. So Saviczka has had a bit of a slip because Cavall was some way back. Cavall is the 2nd of the orange ozones. Damasiewicz going into attack. How long will Arcic leave it before she tacks? Arcic carrying on. She's carrying on further out to the left-hand side. So this is Damasiewicz' roll of the dice. She's trying something different. She might as well try and do that. Successful tack by Arcic. I thought she slowed up a little bit during the tack. So has that opened the door for Damasiewicz? But it looks good. It looks like maybe there's a little bit more wind on the left-hand side, and maybe that's why Arcic decided to carry on this side of the race course. It still looks like Arcic has the control with the purple kite at the bottom of your screen. If Arcic wins this race, then she books her spot through to the 4-board final for the FormulaKite girls, taking place later on today. So Damasiewicz has now tacked. Presumably she's on ley line, but I would say that she's given away distance. So she did what she could. She took a different line. Arcic now tacks. She completes the tack. Actually struggling a little bit to get the board up and running and out of the water, but she's going now. But Damasiewicz is still close enough to be able to attack on the final run to the finish. Round goes Arcic in the lead. Poland 1, Poland 2. Arcic looking back just to see what Damasiewicz is up to. But Arcic, she knows she's quick downwind. Going into a jibe. Nicely executed with the purple ozone kite. Damasiewicz continuing on a little bit further, seeing if she can find a bit more breeze on that side of the race course and maybe jibe on Arcic. She might as well do something different. Arcic will go all the way out to the ley line. She will try and keep her jibes to a minimum. She only wants to do one more jibe before they get to the leeward mark. But Damasiewicz, if she can find better breeze down that side of the course, maybe she can go on the attack.
I mean, the leading now, Arcic, she has quite a good lead in front. She doesn't have to make any mistake in the jibe, on those couple of jibe.
And nicely executed there, and she comes with good speed around the mark, whereas Julia Damasiewicz has to do the jibe and then the rounding, which slows her even further. So Arcic is looking very likely like she's about to book her spot into the final. It's the final left-hand turn around the slalom mark. We saw drama around that mark in the previous race, but that was with two going round together. This time, no one's going to take it away from Nina Arcic. The Polish rider, who's so fast downwind, is about to book her spot in the 4-board final for the Girls Youth Kitefoiling World Championship title later on today. Congratulations to Nina Arcic. And Julia Damasiewicz, the defending world champion, well, it's going to be a gut-wrenching moment for her. She's not going to be able to defend her world title this year. It will be up to another Polish rider, such as the one that we see here, Nina Arcic, to see if Poland can retain the title, but it will be a different name on the trophy from Julia Damasiewicz.
Yeah.
Could it be Nina Arcic?
Yeah, it could be. I mean, she said it well. She knew it. I guess that she deserved it because she managed the right things to do on the short course race. She didn't make any mistake. She made the good choice. She went on the clear air from the beginning.
And just
let's see. For sure, Julia, she will be a little bit upset about her performance.
Yeah, she hasn't been quite on her best game this week. She hasn't looked happy at times, and I thought maybe she'd still be able to do it with the sudden death format that we have on the final day, the medal series, but it hasn't worked out for her. Anyway, as the riders take a break, we will take a break, and we'll get back to you very soon.
Praticamente io non posso vedere perché mi scompaiono,
Okay,
mi scompaiono.
3 minutes to the start of the next race, and this is where we get to see if Gal Zuckerman can rediscover her mojo. It's been a really hard start to the day for Zuckerman, psychologically difficult for her. That big crash in the first race when she might have won, and then she had a crash on the upwind leg in the second race and didn't even try to complete that race. So something strange been going on for Gal Zuckerman, but she is still on match point. The problem for her now is that so is Magdalena Wojciechowska from Poland. So Zuckerman or Wojciechowska, if they win this next race, then that will be the end of it. Let's just give you a
the previous one.
Yeah, so talk us through it, Mirko.
Yeah, so Nina Archis with the win on the last semi. She got the spot into the final with the three 2-bullet, 1 match point that they carry from the beginning, and just Julia second, and Lisa Caval finish on third on the semi-final, and Dominika Savichan fourth. So let's see, Nina, she will got the opportunity to get into the podium or to get also a world title on the big final for the girl.
So that's the situation, what we've just seen. Now we get to find out who is going to be the fourth and final girl to break through to the final. Wojciechowska, winner of the race that we had